All right, so I almost deleted this whole chapter and did something different besides analogies, just because I was having a hard time coming up with, I'll say, not cheesy analogies to use it as an example in here, in the podcast and in the stories and just throughout this chapter. But then I was really thinking about it. For a week I was going to work and at home and whatever, and I was hearing them all over the place, and they were actually pretty effective, and they weren't these big elaborate analogies that I was hearing. It was hey, I feel like we hit a wall here, or I feel like we started out going to Colorado and somehow we ended up in Massachusetts. So I think when they're used, you can get some pretty instant clarity. Kind of helps paint a picture, kind of helps say something that sticks a little bit. Hey, we hit a wall here. All right, listen, we hit a wall here. So that kind of, if you try to say that and explain what actually happened, you got people to zoom out. But if you say something like, hey, we hit a wall here, people instantly understand what's going on. Let's pay attention, because this is serious and we got to turn some things around. We got to break through this wall. So I do think they're really good. I think if I had to do it again, I'd probably, for this chapter, maybe make it more about those small ones, those things that we use every day. I do think they're effective. And I think one of the biggest points to remember is start with their world, not your world. In other words, know your audience, know who you're talking with, and try to explain it in a way, and you can use analogies for this, that's going to hit, that's going to make them either perk up or remember or get it real quickly. So I think that's the biggest thing. You're here to communicate effectively and clearly so that things get done the way they need to get done. So you're not here just to talk. So all of these tools throughout this whole book are here to help you to do that. And so this is definitely one to put in your toolbox, the analogies, and use them. Don't overthink it. Don't make them cheesy. Make them hit. Make them memorable. Be creative. Try different things. And if they don't hit and they are cheesy, usually just have a good laugh about it. And actually, people remember those ones too. Hey, remember when you said, this meeting was like we're a bunch of waffles, and you kind of didn't know where you were going with it. That was funny, But then you get to the main point, and kind of people remember that maybe. So think about them, use them, be intentional with them. Don't overthink it, and don't make it complicated. But use them, use stuff in this chapter, and really go out and try. All right, talk to you next time.